Nadal crushes Djokovic to win his 13th Roland Garros. On the line, Rafa Nadal broke Novak Djokovic's arm at Roland Garros. She crushed him 6-0, 6-2, 7-5 and 2-41 to earn his 13th title, a scandalous mark. Most importantly, he sprinted into the race to become the best tennis player in history. At 34, he has reached 20 Grand Slams, as has Roger Federer. He has turned 39 and hasn't won a Grand Slam since the start of 2018. And stopped the ambitious Serb in 17. A bomb at Roland Garros of the pandemic. In autumn, in the worst conditions for him, he demolished all difficulties with impeccable attitude. He made one of the hardest things in the sport simple today, beating Djokovic to reach his 100th victory in the tournament. Brutal. Nadal, if not already, enters the category of myths. One of the greats among the greats. Of these exceptions that can carry on his back the title of GOAT, greatest of all times, this term so American that allows showing people the money of Muhammad Ali, the champion of champions of boxing and life. To Pelé with his 3 World Cups. From Michael Phelps and his 28 Olympic medals in the pool. From Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world. From tyrant Michael Jordan and his 6 rings and 6 MVP Finals awards. From the cannibal Eddy Merckx, insatiable in all races and on all roads. From his admired Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus, people whose names make you tremble when you say it. Like Roger Federer or Novak Djokovic. Nadal's credit is that being contemporary of 2 other monsters, he can fight to occupy the top by himself. The match started with bad news for the Spaniard. A few drops of rain fell on Felipe Chatrier's structure, and the organization closed the brand new roof. Nadal would play his supremacy, 12 titles and 12 finals, in the worst possible conditions. In the dining room, where the new Wilson balls coupled with moisture helps to subtract revolutions from their top spin and the height of the boats. The ball will not pass over my shoulder as usual, warned that didn't matter. Nadal, who had a plan, entered the track and pressed the accelerator. As cerebral as he is a suicide bomber. The aggression was his. He managed to break in, confuse Djokovic and unleash the gale. 3 breaks in 6-0 in 45 minutes. The second Roscoe in 56 matches, the head-to-head is still dominated by Belgrade by 29-27, the first in 9 Grand Slam finals. Only 2 unforced errors from the Spaniards, only 27% of the points won with the first place for Djokovic. A butcher's shop with touches of the deli. Full of resources Nadal, teachers both in drawing angles, but precise Spanish in definition and better legs to cause the despair of the rival. Simply, perfect. Djokovic has tried to hold on to the fact that he is one of only 2 players to have beaten Nadal in 102 games on Parisian soil, the other was in 2009. But the Nadal of 2009 was not the Nadal of today. It took the number 1 player 55 minutes to make his first match, 1-0. After that, Rafa didn't give him a single break opportunity in the entire round. The failure of the Balearic Islands is imperial and has never been questioned. They made only 2 unforced errors in the first set, 4 in the second and 8 in the last, 52 in total for the Serb. With 2 sets up, even for Djokovic seemed an impossible mission to overcome. But the Serb has arrived with 37 wins this year, with the only blemish of defeat he inflicted on himself by hitting a line judge at the US Open to be disqualified and took his pride. Noel lifted the Spanish break to balance the game, 3-3. Finally. He raised his hands and shouted for the first time, expelling all his anger and warning the world that he was not going to give up. He made a break bowl Rafa with 4-4 who got a spectacular ball. It did not materialize and continued to grow and support the furious onslaught of the Serbs. He made the break for 6-5 and took to win. He did not shake his pulse and closed with an ace. He knelt and smiled, satisfied and happy. Imperial. Without giving up a set. Without giving options to the terrible number 1. It wasn't from this world, Nadal. The Nadal of the 20 Grand Slams.